Hey, good afternoon in Sam's world. Good evening on the East Coast. Welcome to a very special edition of Comic Core Unlimited. Nothing. This show is not about anything whatsoever. And we got Kat, Sam, and Carson, and we're going to talk about our stuff, just life in general, and what keeps us ticking. And we're going to deep dive interview one of them, one of the nicest, most supportive individuals in the entire community. And I don't know why it's Tangled Web, but that's Sam's Tangled Web.
Well,
So, how are you doing today, Sam?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Sam, you're
Yeah.
coming up on a year in the YouTube world, right?
What do you What do you mean by that?
You've been on. I mean, like, how long have you been on YouTube?
No, I've been on since like 2006.
Have you made? You've been making videos that long?
I stopped. I stopped making videos for a while. Between about 2009 and 2012 or so. But but this past year I've been putting out a lot more stuff. But
Yeah, and Sam, tell us what makes you tick. Where are you from? What's your hopes? What's your dreams? Your fears? Whatever.
you know, I, I, I was born in Orlando, Florida. But pretty much raised in Portland, Oregon. Uh, and just living life.
And what drove you to comics? What's the passion behind what brought you to the comics?
Um, I just grew up being a reader. Had my grandmother. She was a big time reader, and I got into reading, and it's just something that I got into at an early age, and it never let go, and so.
That's awesome. And so, are you? Would you say you're more a DC or a Marvel guy?
Uh, I I do lean more toward Marvel. Occasionally, I might read a DC book. Uh, here and there, I've read some DC stuff. So,
I lean all the time because I have one leg shorter than the other.
oh,
It's true. It's a
is it?
medical
Oh,
condition.
oh, okay. I thought you were making a joke.
No, I
Okay,
was.
okay,
I was.
okay, okay. Okay.
So I gotta turn this over to our resident wrestling guru, Carson, and he had to ask you how you got into wrestling.
Oh, how did I get into wrestling?
Yeah, that's a good question.
How did I get? Okay, wow, that's a good question. Um, you know, I I had a wild and crazy friend that I grew up with, and just one day I went over to his house, and he had like you know, I think it was I forget what I think it was like Saturday mornings they would show uh like the wrestling from back from back east or something, and you had Hulk Hogan just starting out and stuff, and I got caught up in the whole WrestleMania, and Mr. T came in there and Rowdy Piper, and I just got all into it, and but I did kind of get out of it during the '90s, but then I got back into it later on. So yeah.
Yeah, you know me, man. I love me some wrestling. I got into it I feel like I was born into wrestling basically. One of my first memories
Yeah.
ever was seeing Hogan drop the big leg and scoop up Andre and that stuff. So I was a big Hogan, Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior fan growing up.
Oh
and
yeah.
I did fall off like you during the 90s for a minute until, Scott Hall jumped the guardrail and made his promo at WCW. And then meanwhile, on the other show, you had Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart feuding in 96. So that's when I got back into wrestling.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I wanted to ask, I haven't had a chance to talk to you for a little bit. What did you think about Seth Rollins burning it down and beating Brock Lesnar with 3 curb stomps at WrestleMania?
Well, the way he did it was pretty shocking.
Yeah.
How he did that. It was very quick. But and he's held on. He's held on to the belt since then. Although he's had a little bit of challenges here and there, but I'm pretty impressed with how he's been doing so far. So.
Nice. So what do you think of the WWE product currently? Because honestly, I've started to fall off of it post WrestleMania. I just haven't been into it as much. I got to be completely honest.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's kind of. I think to me, the current product has kind of slowed down a bit. How fun it is and exciting. The Shield's broken apart now.
Yeah.
The women's wrestling isn't quite as exciting as it was like a year ago or so. But yeah, I get that.
Women's wrestling is terrible.
No, I agree. Without Ronda Rousey, they definitely are missing something, and I completely agree with that.
I know. I get teased about Nia Jax and stuff, but hey,
she's gone too. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gone.
You know what would be awesome? I mean, I know we're going to hit you with some Marvel questions here and maybe set up like a little bit of a game show. If we get one, we might have another special guest coming all the way from New Zealand.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
The great
Yes. He may be joining us, but you want us to ask you some warm-ups to get you ready there, Sam? Because we know that you got the Marvel knowledge. Ready?
I got some.
All right. So the Thor movie, the first Thor movie, was roughly based on what issue of Thor?
The first Thor movie.
Yeah, when he got abandoned on Earth.
Yeah.
Hint.
Yeah. Thor movie. Wow.
Okay, that might be the difficult one.
It's a little difficult.
Okay, that comes from the Mighty Thor issue 145 in 1967, October of 1967, and it was called "Abandoned on Earth."
I was thinking of Walter Simonson times or something. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, who is your all? Okay, so I'm assuming Spider-Man's your all-time favorite, right?
Yeah, it can change up between the Hulk too. Sometimes.
Well, there is a very cool cover coming out of, and it's done by Alex Ross on Immortal Hulk, and it's Spider-Man and Hulk.
Yeah.
That looks really, really cool. So I got to get my hands on that. Okay, now let's dive right into Sam.
Yeah.
What do you watch on YouTube? What makes you click? What knocks your socks off? What rocks your? Oh, that's for another show.
I just look at other comic book creator people, or like other YouTube people just showing off their books. Just entertaining stuff.
Okay, but like, what? If you want to see something in the community, or you want to see something on these shows, what would be something that you would like the direction of the shows to go?
That's a good question. Is that a trick question? I'm not sure.
No, not really. I mean,
I don't know.
do you like live shows? Do you like edited shows? Do you like the news? What do you what really like? What makes you happy?
You know, a lot of the live shows are pretty good.
Now, do you like the live shows because of the interaction with the live chats?
Most of the time.
Yeah. Okay. Now, when can we expect Sam's Live Tangled Web to be kicking off? Soon.
Well, I mean, I did a video here on Wednesday, but that wasn't quite on my terms. But I expect in the next couple weeks.
Okay. So, are you going to be reviewing comics? Are you going to be doing the television shows?
Probably a little bit of both.
All right.
Actually.
What's your favorite show that you're watching right now?
Like on YouTube?
Or no, just in general.
Like
Netflix.
I don't.
Mine personally was Game of Thrones, and now I have nothing to watch, and all I do is watch. The Prince himself is here.
Hello.
Hi, Kyle.
Long time.
Hey, you guys.
Hi, Kyle. What's up?
Hey, Kyle. This is Sam. Have you met Sam? I think you've met him in the off airs, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you're a Marvel guy. Sam's a Marvel guy. Kat and I are DC people.
I'm a DC.
Yeah.
But for this particular show about nothing, we are going. I wanted to see if you would be open to taking trivia with Sam about Marvel, given it to.
I would fail. So yeah, why not?
No.
Okay, I mean we'll start out. We'll start out gradual, and then I'll use my encyclopedia.
What do you have the questions all lined up for us, or have you been working on it?
Cheat?
Not at all.
Oh, he's gonna cheat. Oh, that's not fair.
Sam, not at all, man. This is
Okay.
This is the Friday Night Crew. You know, we plan nothing ever.
Oh, okay.
We can try, but it doesn't work.
And usually the person that helps us out the most is going to be the first person with the first question, and his name's Carson.
What? The only thing I know is we got this chat over here.
Good.
We got Chris Barrett in the chat. This guy, he has his notification bell on. Everyone else should too. But Chris Barrett, every time we flip the on switch, there he is right there. He says, "Hey, true believers." Always like seeing Chris Barrett in the chat. We had the uncanny Kyle Walker, but now he's on the panel.
Here I am.
Figure with our little toy shark distracting me down in that corner there. Appreciate that, Kat. I do want to read John's Comics with Kids comment here. He had a really nice comment about Sam. He said before, that's going to keep distracting me. Sam has been one of the consistently kind and supportive people I've met in this community. Me and the girls love him to pieces and smile whenever we see him in the chat. So that's from John's Comics with Kids. Couldn't have said it any better myself, man. So very heartwarming comment there. We also have LP from Rebel Comics in the chase. Says, "Well, let me tell you something, brother. What's going on, man?" And then we have Comics Misexplained. He's not gone too soon tonight. Always happy to see Jason in the chat. And this guy had a good live stream earlier. We got Just a Rican and his comic. What's going on, man? Another great one right there. So without further ado, do I really have to ask a question? I don't have any. Actually, I could give me 20 seconds here. Let me get the ultimate questionnaire book out.
Oh
yes.
I'm finding some trivia in here.
He's going old school 90s.
Here we go. All right. First question. Which of the following characters wasn't featured on one of the cards that came polybagged? X-Force #1. A. Sunspot. B. Shatterstar. C. Deadpool. Or D. Siren.
Sam, you can go first, and if you would like to pass.
No, I think I'll answer that. I'm going to go with Siren.
Yep. I'm the same.
Yep. D is correct. Siren.
Woohoo! Wow.
I actually knew that one.
You did?
Wizard.
Okay, Kat, you're up. Question.
Why?
gotta ask
Okay. All right. So Marvel, not DC. Okay. Now, is it okay if I go with more recent? Well, not recent, but like. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. In what
Yeah.
issue do Deadpool and Wolverine first fight?
This fight. Rain and
Their
Deadpool.
first fight.
I think I know that.
Kyle Walker.
Come on, Kyle, you got this.
Their first fight.
I'll have to think about that because I can't remember.
Gotta find some funny game show music now.
You can picture the cover though, right?
I think I know it if they don't.
I think I got it though.
Yeah, you go first then.
I'm gonna go with New Mutants '93.
93. Deadpool.
Can I guess now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Wolverine 88.
Oh, Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was thinking something else.
But yeah, it's got to be a Wolf. It's either a Deadpool comic or a Wolverine comic. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with you, person. I don't know much about Deadpool to be honest.
Well, yeah, it was right. It was Wolverine 88. It's that cover where you see him holding him up and the
Yep,
blades
yep,
are through him.
Okay. I was thinking something else.
I got my countdown music for the next question.
I'll do a less specific one next time.
Bring it back
I
to
haven't.
Not unhappy. I got one right. I've got one question right so far.
That wasn't a bad question.
All right. So, where does Doctor Strange seek out a cure for his damaged hands? 1, China. 2, Tibet. 3, Japan. Or 4, Mongolia.
Okay, go see.
Who's it? Is it? I will go with Tibet.
That is correct. You are correct, sir.
All right.
All right.
It's my turn now. All right, let's see what we got. This is technically a comic book, but it was also a TV show. So I'm gonna ask it because it's in Wizard Magazine. So in Battlestar Galactica, what was Honey called? A, Daggets. B, Cubits. C, Credits. Or D, Yatu.
I won't have a clue.
I thought we were going Marvel.
I thought we were going with Marvel, man.
I thought we were going with Marvel.
Yeah. What is that?
What's Battlestar Galactica?
I know what Battlestar
Hey,
is.
but-
I've never seen it.
That,
But it was a Marvel comic, Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, that's
okay.
correct.
back in the late '70s. There. Yep.
Gotcha. Anyway, the time expired on the music, so it was Cubits.
Oh, cute.
Okay.
B, Cubits.
Beaten by the time clock.
Versions of the show. No one ever watched either version? Damn.
Yeah,
The
sorry.
original.
I was born under a rock.
I haven't watched that since I was a little kid.
So,
That one is good.
okay. So, Sam, you are who's your favorite thing? Favorite TV show? We're going to change the game up a little bit because I get it because I got something for Cal. I got two things for Cal. You're a Spider-Man and Hulk fan, right?
Yeah, and throw in Fantastic Four in there.
And Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And do you have a TV show that you grew up watching?
As a kid,
Yeah.
gee, you name it, I was watching it. I mean,
What was your favorite?
God, I'd have to go with 18.
Nice.
The 18.
18. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do trivia encompassing all those categories, including Doctor Who and X-Men. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
And 18 trivia.
And 18. Sounds awesome.
Okay. Whew, this is going to be... Do they even have 18 trivia?
Come on, they got everything on the net.
Like
Come
who played B.A. Baracus?
I pity the fool. 18 trivia quiz. I got one. Here we go.
I ain't getting on no plane.
Love that van.
Okay, a quiz show about 10 questions. Sam, here's your first question. Are you ready?
Sure. Shoot.
Where is the questions?
You want me to ask one interim question while you warm that up, Chad?
Yeah, please. I'm getting a lot of dead air here.
Cloak and Dagger made their debut in the pages of which comic book? A. Amazing Spider-Man. B.
Yeah.
Spectacular Spider-Man. He already knows
Okay.
these.
Yeah, sorry. You shouldn't be asking me that one. All
C. Web or D. Sucky Hero Showcase. That's literally Sucky Hero
right.
Showcase.
Is that really what it says?
I love it.
Not
Wow.
making that up. So Sam, what should I even turn this one over to Kyle? Or you got this one.
You're like, give
No,
it to
Sam,
him.
you have it. Yeah, it's yours, man.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
go
okay.
for it.
Well, I'll go with Spectacular Spider-Man 64.
There you go. Boom. I don't even need to look at the little answer key at the bottom.
See, I would have got that wrong. Because
All right, I got one for Cal.
Yeah.
What is a Chen 7?
Chen 7. No, I think that's Classic Who.
Jessica 17 Copenhagen.
Yeah. I think that it's got something to do with.
Here, I'll give you choices. A level 5 planet like Earth, a deadly plague, or a habitable asteroid.
I think it's a habitable asteroid, probably.
It is a deadly plague that affects two-hearted beings.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Rightio.
I kind of remember hearing about that now.
All right, Kat, you got a Sam question?
Well, I've got a question that I'm kind of going to steal from the chat.
Okay.
All right. So this has nothing to do with those three, but Chris Bartlett brought up one of my favorite old school shows, Alf.
Jamie Cat.
You guys all remember Alf? Okay. So let's see how well you remember. How did Alf the series end?
Oh man.
Is it for Kyle?
Yeah.
It ended with credits.
Before the credits.
Oh, okay.
What was the end of the series?
I'll let you guys take the stab at it first.
I can't remember, or I never watched the final of it. But did the cat die?
Can't die.
Well,
Do you
I
give
know
up?
he ate the cat, but
Yeah, he wanted to eat the cat.
Did
We
he
were all
Give up? All right.
Doesn't he get he's trying to go home and he goes out
Yeah.
to the woods and the ship's right above him and then the government gets him instead
Yep.
and kidnaps him and then that
Yeah.
series
Okay.
ends.
So it
Yeah.
ends with that really kind of ominous, uncomfortable feeling of, oh, he's just been captured by the government. What's going to happen to him? Is he going to be tortured? You know, is he going to be dissected? What have you? But it's all good because six years later, we get the greatness that is Project Alf, the movie.
I never saw
I
that.
don't-
It's
No.
amazing.
Is it?
Huh?
Yes.
I
Never
believe
seen
it. All right.
Anywho, I'll do a question instead
Okay.
because everybody apparently didn't like that one. But all right, so X-Men. All right. I'm gonna go more like Heroes SmackDown type deal. Who do you think would win in a fight? Shut up. Colossus or Cyclops?
what is it with you and Colossus?
I just wanted to see Chad smile if I said Colossus.
Oh, jeez, the guy into next week. Oh my god.
It makes him smile every time I say the word Colossus.
So I think I like Colossus. He just smashed the hell out of this
man.
Cyclops.
I
And
love
he's-
it. You go for days.
Wow.
All right, Sammy, this one's for you, man. Which member of the A-Team was not a commissioned military officer?
Okay. I'm gonna go with face.
B.A. Baracus held the rank
Yeah.
of sergeant. Templeton Peck was a lieutenant.
Oh,
H.M. Murdoch was a captain, and John Hannibal Smith was a lieutenant colonel, although he was most often referred to as simply the colonel. All right. You ready for another one, Carson, or do you want me to go?
Let's see what we got here. So it's question 24 in Wizard Magazine. Which of the following Spider-Man villains debuted an Amazing Spider-Man before the others? What? That's a dumb question.
What the heck does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to skip that one. It sounded good at first, but then it got terrible. I think it was like, yeah, they didn't think that one through. Let's see. Strife, the character Strife, made his debut in the pages of A, X-Force, B, The New Mutants, C, Cable, the regular series, or D, Cable, the miniseries. So where did Strife first appear?
Who's this for?
I can't remember. Is it the New Mutants? Was it the New Mutants?
You got it, man. New Mutants.
Yeah.
Cal
I knew he should get it. Yeah.
Hey, coming in next week on Kat Wren's channel, I believe she's having another episode of
Cyclops.
Mary Kill Colossus.
Oh no.
All right, Sam,
Colossus or Colossus? Or Mark. Well, I kill Mark.
for you, how old is Thor? 35, 100, 500, or 1,000 years old?
Who's this question for?
You, Sam.
Are we now? This is based on the comic books or what?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
35, 100, 500, 1,000. Remember, live by my motto that I did in college. It's always better to cheat than repeat.
Is that supposed to help me? What?
This is you. Take it over. Count your toes.
Okay, I will go with 1,000.
And you are correct, sir.
And that was just a guess. I don't. So.
All right, I got one.
All right, we're ready.
All right. Who first appeared in Marvel Team Up 95? This was in 1980.
Who's this for?
Whoever, is it for anybody?
Yeah.
Is it Black Cat? No. Okay. That's 96.
Right thinking though.
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
close.
Yeah.
Go Cat.
I'll give it's definite. I'll give you a hint. It is a female character.
Okay.
Another hint?
There you go.
Yeah.
She hooked up with Spider-Man and Hawkeye.
Oh.
See,
She
I mean,
She came back in Secret. Did she come back in Secret Invasion?
Can I
One.
say?
Sort of. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Someone just put the answers in the chat.
Thankfully.
Oh,
I
yeah, of
can't
course it
do
is. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
of course it
That's
is.
Mockingbird.
that. Yeah, I knew. Oh, I knew that.
All right. This is for the panel or the group. The comic book version of Iron Man is based on what real life eccentric? 1. A. Warren Beatty. B. Elon Musk. C. Teddy Roosevelt. Or D. Howard Hughes.
Is that you? Me?
Now
Is
think about
anybody-
think about when it was created and when.
I got it.
All right, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Howard Hughes.
And the answer is, according to creator Stan Lee, Iron Man was based on billionaire Howard Hughes. He was the inventor and adventurer, a multi-billionaire, a ladies' man, and finally a nutcase, Lee said. For the movie starring Robert Downey Jr., American director John Favreau based the character off billionaire Elon Musk.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So here's one. As of 1994, in the month of November, which of the following characters did not have children who grew up to be superheroes? So the four guesses Wizard Magazine gave you are A, Scott Summers and Jean Grey, B, Supreme and assorted comic book chicks. That's the terminology they use here. Assorted comic chicks. C, Reed and Stu Richards, or D, Magnus and Legia.
You're saying this is 1994, right?
1994.
So, what was the second question? Second answer to it?
Who didn't have kids?
Yeah.
Who grew up to be superheroes. So there's
Um,
4 choices.
That was number 2, is it?
Nope. Supreme actually had a bunch of kids, apparently.
Did
Oh, they did. They had that
I go with-
Superboy ripoff.
Yep, they did.
I go with D.
Now, I think that was Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch were the kids.
Yeah.
So the actual answer
Ah,
they want you to go with is A, Scott Summers and Jean Grey.
But I thought Rachel Summers.
wait a
was-
minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Rachel Summers is the child, isn't she?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Wasn't that Cyclops and Maddie Pryor or whatever?
That was Cable. That's
Ah,
Cable.
come on, man.
That's Cable.
Wizard Magazine.
I,
Yeah.
Wizard,
Okay,
ah,
hey,
Wizard.
that's still good.
Can we throw
Poor
some DC?
Wizard.
Can we throw some DC in here for fun too?
Yeah, why not? I might get one right.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Kat, you got a question?
Are we going DC finally?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I was about ready to fall asleep. All right.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen sparrow?
Really? That's your question?
Colossus.
Oh, I got drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Okay.
glasses.
Anywho.
What kind of
Anywho.
question was that? Yeah.
Who? I'm going to give you a multiple choice. All right. Out of these 4 names, which one has not donned the Robin costume?
Okay.
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 So, Jason Todd, Carrie Kelly, Stephanie Brown, or Alfred.
Alfred.
That's Alfred, isn't it?
I'm gonna give him an easy
Weird
one.
Elseworlds one there.
Alfred.
Yes.
It's Alfred.
All right. All right. All right.
I'm giving him an easy one.
Mine was 24 miles per hour.
Vanessa Morana became the wife of the. Vanessa Morana became the wife
No,
of
Stephanie
this
Brown's one.
Marvel supervillain: Thanos, Magneto, Kingpin, or Doc Ock.
Stephanie Moranis, did you say?
Vanessa Morana.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I'm just going to go with Magneto, eh?
What was the question?
Vanessa Morana became
I got it. I got it.
the wife of this Marvel supervillain.
I think I got it.
Okay, so we got one Magneto. Is that what you said, Cal?
Yep.
We got one Magneto. Come on, what do you got, Sam?
What are the other ones?
I'm gonna go with Kingpin.
Kingpin, Magneto, or Thanos? If you watch the '90s cartoon of Spider-Man, you would get this.
Okay.
I think Thomas Wayne got it in the chat too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vanessa Morana, played by Israela, played by the Israel actress Alet Zori, in Netflix's Daredevil series falls for the powerful Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. Despite often disagreeing with her husband's criminal lifestyle, she is nonetheless steadfast in both her love and support for Mr. Fisk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Vanessa, I'd like to buy that white painting. It reminds me of my wall when
I
I
will.
Oh my God, that is such an awesome. That is a fantastic.
I will bash
That
him
was
with
cool.
with my nightstick.
I'll slam his head and a car door.
I'm gonna keep on going. I got tons of questions over here, guys. In the Batman novel No Man's Land, who kills Commissioner Gordon's lover? The Joker, the Riddler, Two-Face, or Batman?
Oh, I didn't read that far yet.
I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say the Riddler. How's that?
Oh man, I gotta go through all these and submit your answers. Hold on,
Yeah, this is.
it's an
Yeah.
incomplete quiz. Damn it.
Okay.
I thought Commissioner Gordon was married. I didn't know he had a lover. But, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, his name was Cliff.
He has a mistress.
Wow.
No, it was a guy, dude. His name was Cliff. He was a mailman
Commissioner Gordon.
from Boston.
What?
Cliff Clavin.
Oh,
You didn't
wow.
know that? Cat, educate your friends. Where's Cat?
Well,
Yeah.
what's up? As muted. What's up?
Never mind. I told a joke and I needed you, but you weren't there for me.
Colossus.
You are
No.
correct.
It's the square.
I heard
Hanging out
something
there.
mailman.
The answer was the Joker.
The Joker. Okay.
That's not right.
There you
Dean
go.
Melter.
Hey, here's one. Can I ask one?
Yeah.
Wizard.
Yeah.
Tim Drake. One of my boys, Tim Drake, first donned the Robin garb during the course of which storyline? A. A Lonely Place of Dying. B. Batman, Year 3. C. The Mud Pack. Or D. Nightfall.
I know this one.
I think I might know it. I think I might know it.
Let everyone else answer first, but I already know it.
Okay.
Sam, you go first, then we'll go with Kat.
I'm going to go with Batman Year 3.
Okay, go ahead, Kat.
A Lonely Place of Dying.
Yep, A.
It was also a tie-in with the Titans.
But they're all kind of close
Only
together.
place of dying. Okay.
Yeah, they're dealing with like
Okay.
the fall of Dick Grayson and all this other nonsense. It's good though.
Let's get,
I was gonna go with Nightfall.
let's get
'cause-
some Let's get some Batman. I got them Batman stories all jumbled up, I guess.
No, I mean they're all right around like that late '80s, early '90s spot, so they do
I
kind of.
know my Robins.
Good. The Silver Surfer's old girlfriend was A. Norndrad, B. Shalabal, C.
Oh, man.
Jar Tran, or D. Aim E. Fissure.
I get
There
that.
you go.
She cut that dude's penis off.
You know what?
She did. Oh no! I'm thinking of somebody else. No, Amy Fisher.
That wasn't Amy Fisher.
That was Joey Buttafuoco's girl.
Well, I'll go with Amy Fisher.
Yeah, Amy Fisher
No,
came
no,
up to
we're-
Joey
we're gonna go
Buttafuoco's
with
house.
Oh.
The '90s, I love it. But anyway, Silver
I'm
Surfer's old
sticking on the
girlfriend.
couch, right?
Who was
I
the
think
girl? Lorraine Bobbitt.
everybody-
That was it.
Yeah,
Lorraine
yeah.
Bobbitt. She cut the
I think-
penis.
Everybody. I think all people.
What literally
people
would
should know
make
this.
you want to cut somebody's penis off?
I can
Like,
tell you
Kat,
why.
Kat, can I ask you a question?
What? What?
Would you ever entertain cutting a man's penis off in a fit of rage?
Yes.
What? Why?
Really have to push you there. But if you push a girl to be psycho enough, I mean, everyone's got that one button you don't push.
You know what? Like I can see that. Like and like, do you have a collection of knives? I'm just throwing it out there, Kat.
We don't talk about that.
What? We've been together 14 years and he's still alive. and kick in.
Somehow.
They're trying to keep him wearing that cape.
He hides the scars very well. All right, I got a question.
Oh, God.
In the storyline in the event, The Blackest Night, the Flash became which Lantern? A, Green
Can I look at
Lantern.
my ring?
B, Orange Lantern. Violet or Blue?
Seems like you're making up stuff now.
I'll
No,
just
he's
go
not.
blue. I'll go blue. Yeah, that's it.
You're
Or is it
right.
Orange.
And
You are right. The
Sweet.
Flash became the Blue Lantern after the
Oh.
Guardians
I
deemed
got a
him
big
worthy
question right.
of battling the Black
He
Lantern.
had bringing back Barry Allen brought all that hope, so he had to have the blue ring. It was a touching moment.
That was pretty
Sweet.
cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It's good.
I got a question.
All right.
okay.
All right, and it's a Marvel question, so you guys should be pretty excited about this one.
I
What?
got a question after this about Screech's penis.
No,
Okay.
You what?
no.
Oh my god.
Anywho, what was Daredevil's father's profession? Was he A, a lawyer, B, a circus strongman, C, a boxer, or D, a welder?
I'm going to take a stab in the
Go
dark
ahead.
and say Super Strongman. No.
He float like a butterfly, stung like a.
Oh, there you go. Your cast is just doing.
Trying to help you.
I wasn't looking.
He was a boxer. Hey, Cat. I've got a question now.
Oh, God. All right.
All
Who
right.
can give me the origin? Oh wait, I'm trying to think which book. Damn it! How many different origins does Jason Todd have?
A few.
Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to think which one.
are we-
Okay. The non-canon. Come back to it. I'll think of it. I'll put it in a sentence that can
Because
formulate.
what are we doing? Are we doing every single origin story? Are we just doing Elseworlds? Are we doing main continuity that's no longer a thing?
I'm taking my show and going home.
That's a lot. That's a
Whoa.
big question. We could do an entire show just on his origin
Can-
stories.
Next
Can I-
Tuesday on the Comic Core, the origin of Jason Todd.
Yes.
I've got a question for you guys. I wanna
Yes.
Yes, please.
Hey. know. Can you name the New Zealander from the first X-Men movie? And she, actress, that is actress.
Was Zoe Bell in that one?
Who? No,
No.
Are we talking the 90s? The 90 one?
the 2000. The first
2000?
X-Men movie. Yeah, who was the New Zealand actress that was in?
The Jean Grey.
No,
I didn't think she was from New Zealand.
No, I don't think she is.
Oh no. What's his name? Oh,
No,
actress.
actress.
yeah. She was also in a famous TV show.
Give us the TV show.
True
I need
Blood.
a hint.
True Blood.
Oh, Anna Paquin.
Anna Paquin's New Zealand? I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't think she was New Zealand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Suki,
And now I know.
you. My name is Eric Coleman. I'll command you.
I'm
Wait,
the
hold on.
from Sucker.
It literally just goes like this, like ding.
You're just blinding them with the light now.
What the heck was that?
Blinded by the light.
Like you're
I got a
going up.
general question here. Who do you guys think the top 10 hero or villain was in this issue of Wizard Magazine? Think of a 90s
What-
character they would have put on the number one list or top 10 list as number one.
Colossus.
You're just gonna keep saying Colossus.
Yep.
Oh man.
My go-to
Striking.
answer now.
Everybody gets one
Gucci
guess.
man, Gucci man, Gucci
What
man.
year is that book? What year is that book?
November of 1994. November of 1994.
Spawn.
There you go. Spawn. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, Spawn. There you go.
But he wasn't on that. He wasn't on the first issue of that.
Okay, here's one. What were the last words that the 10th Doctor said in the End of Time Part 2 before he regenerated in? And what episode did he repeat them in?
In what episode?
All of that. I'll let Kyle
So
answer it.
it was I Don't Want to Go, right?
Yep.
And the 12th Doctor said it in his last episode as well.
The day of the Doctor. I
That's
don't
right.
want to go. You got it right, Kyle Walker. You won a piece of lint. This cap for my water bottle.
Here's
Woo!
your king moment right there.
That is impressive. How would you remember that?
Hey, have you watched that episode, Chad? It's a touching moment.
Listen,
It's
but-
David Tennant's final sign off, and he basically says he doesn't want to go, but the producers are pushing him out the door.
I ended up watching, what was that show that was like a spin-off of it?
Torchwood?
Torchwood.
Torchwood's
When it was
great.
on like Cinemax or Showtime.
Cinemax.
Nice.
And did you know it's spelled backwards, Doctor Who?
Yeah. Part of the
Fucking
it was a code word they used in the production.
But I didn't know like
Yeah.
the whole Captain Jack and his sexuality kind of like, I
Yeah.
was like what?
So Torchwood was like the black label version of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I actually
yeah,
like that torch.
Good.
I really like that Torchwood.
Yeah.
I wish it would have
Yeah,
continued.
the first couple seasons were good of Torchwood.
Yeah,
I don't know about the later one.
His first appearance, Captain Jack's first appearance in Doctor Who, was ultimately one of the most terrifying episodes with those little kids.
Yeah.
Oh, are you my mommy?
Yeah. It's amazing. It's scary. It's amazing.
Man, now I want to watch some of the Doctor Who again, man. I like the Eccleston and the Tennant eras.
Kat, are you watching what is that? Black Mask?
Mirror?
Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Black Mirror. I just watched a little bit of the new season. I haven't really watched it.
No,
But
Is it a series that you can just watch individual episodes, or is
Yes.
it like
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think they're all self-contained, right?
It's
Yes.
it's a science fiction version of the Twilight Zone.
Because
Mhm.
I just watched the Ashley O one that has Miley
Miley.
Cyrus.
You watched
That was
that
a
with
good
that
one.
one?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. It was a good episode.
I think you really enjoy it if you like Nine Inch Nails music.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's super interesting to
I
hear
like
some
it.
of the
It's a very interesting show. I like it. I like it because it's weird. And I like weird stuff.
Chris Barrett says in the chat, I'm watching the Comic Core spinoff Frasier.
Frasier.
Oh, and we have
so solid.
we've got comics with Bueller is in the chat. He says, Sam, I see you. What's up, everybody? What's going on, Bueller? John's Comics
Yeah,
and
Bueller.
Kids is still in the chat. Thomas Wayne, I saw
Awesome.
Comic Tom 101 up there a little bit ago.
Jesse from JLS.
Jesse from JLS. Hey, look at this. The chat is hopping, and we are talking about nothing.
We don't know what to do with those.
Hey, I'm having fun, guys. It's good.
All right.
I just
so
want to
back-
talk about Doctor Who.
This
Yeah.
turns into Doctor Who.
I have
Lightning
another
quick.
question, guys.
Kat has a question.
I have another question. What group of heroes is sometimes referred to as Homo superior? Is
Okay.
it
Well,
the Avengers,
It's
the Justice League of America, the X-Men, or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
What's,
X-Men.
I'm going to say the
Kyle?
X-Men.
Go ahead.
going for Star Trek.
There you go.
David,
Oh, look at that.
out of context.
But yeah, it's X-Men.
Sweet.
Colossus was right.
Thomas Wayne.
Colossus.
Colossus.
You and
Colossus
like
is right.
I didn't like Colossus until Age of Apocalypse. Colossus came around. I really liked all the re-imaging of those characters in Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, the bandana around his head is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like the fact that
Oh yeah,
I mean, Magneto has the longer hair. I think Joe Mad was doing Rogue in the X-Men, was it?
I think
Yeah.
Magneto had like little braids or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Chaos and Comics. So they just call me Homo Superior. I'm sure they do.
Okay.
Shark.
One day in 10 years, I see the Comic Core being the
Yeah.
star and going off
Yes.
and starting his own thing. Who's the Comic Core? Oh, that's a group.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking about me starting my own
Like-
thing.
10 hours.
I'm taking it all. And
Chad's gonna leave us all in the dust.
I'd have one sub. It'd be my mom. She'd be like, "You did really well last night." I'm like,
I'll let you read the rest of his comment there, Chad.
"What's it say?" Hey, Kakarot, do you want to
Hey.
join us?
I think I got a question.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Somebody wanted me to ask. Okay. What's everybody's opinion about Rob Liefeld?
Then he's fucking nuts and he's crazy. He's
Amazing.
bad. He is
Okay.
batshit crazy.
Okay.
Amazing feat.
He is a fantastic artist, and if you say anything derogatory about him, he will, I quote you, block you quicker than anything. I mean, that's not a really nice way to like be nice to your fans. What else did Chris Barrett say? I'm like stuck. My chat
You were the norm of the Comic Corps. You're always wearing that milk-bone underwear, Chad.
Oh yeah,
Dog
that,
world.
What?
All right, so
I don't got milk bones under.
Liefeld. He's made a few really awesome characters. I like his art, with the exception of, well, I mean, we all know he can't draw feet, but besides that,
Okay.
I
Draw
wish
two left feet. Yes.
I wish he would keep his positions on certain things private and not be so open and vocal about it, because
Yeah.
I feel like that hinders his career so much. I feel like that's probably the biggest downfall to a lot of creators, when they can't keep their own personal opinions to themselves or in kind of a concealed setting. I mean, let's be honest, if I'm opening up a comic, I don't want to think like, oh, okay, so this guy clearly hates this group, or this, that, whatever.
Rob Liefeld. There's a comment in the chat that I will address. It says chaos. It's chaos in comics. Rob Liefeld is I'm going to say freaking god, and if you talk shit, you'll spend in eternity in
A pouch.
pouch.
The pouch.
Okay.
He does like drawing pouches.
Yeah, but the one
What's wrong
thing
with
he
kangaroos?
is, listen, he's a douchebag, and like not. I'm not criticizing his talent. I mean, the dude is such a douchebag. Like, so we were at C2E2, and he agreed to like let Chuck interview him, right? So
Yeah.
I go down, I wait for his line to like. There's like Art Germ's got this line that goes all the way around the building, and then there's like 10 people in Liefeld's line. And he was like, "I'll do the interview if you buy 3 trades." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So I buy the trades, and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to walk all the way down there. Can you get him and come up?" I come all the way back with Chuck. And he was like, "That took too long. See ya."
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah,
So
he
here's
did that
the
to him.
yeah.
What position did Rob Liefeld have on the top 10 hottest artists on this month's Wizards?
He was number 2
Oh,
behind
geez.
Todd.
He was-
Yeah.
He would have been number. What was he? Number 2.
I'm
2
gonna
or
say
3?
Three. Yeah.
He had a rough month because he was at number 7. But I'll give Chad credit because
90s?
number 1 was Todd McFarlane. Number 2
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Platt, Stephen Platt.
Okay. Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
3, you got to remember, you got the Sin City to Big Fat Kill Out. So Frank Miller was on
Frank
this
Miller.
list. And then you have the Spawn theme. You had Greg Capullo. Look at Greg Capullo. I
Greg
love his
Capullo.
name. Look, we got to go to Greg Capullo real quick. So nice little trucker cap there. So
like,
love me some 90s Greg Capullo. Now he's
Oh,
like,
wow.
A little late high school picture or something there. Yeah.
yeah. And then you also had with Cyberforce Mark Silvestri, and then
Yeah.
Joe Quesada with he wasn't even have a book out yet. Just an
Joe
up.
Quesada. What the heck?
Yeah, he wasn't even have a book out yet.
He didn't-
That was so
he didn't-
good. They were
he
looking
didn't have-
forward to it. That's why I'm putting him on the list a month early.
What the heck?
Hey, so I'm going to ask Cal Walker. Cal, I know you're not within the United States or most of your blind people.
But I can't hear.
Oh, sorry.
Do the mic, though.
You want to just enter the contest and make a video, and then we'll send you something. Because
Yeah. Oh, look, what I wanted to do is I went to your contest, and someone else can take my place if they want.
You name the person. How about that?
Yep.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
Sam, are you making a video for the contest?
What do you got to do?
You gotta sub us up,
Okay, yeah.
okay, and you have to make a video.
About
Pretty much nothing.
Awesome.
so just make a video and
What's the video?
Hey, Common
I kind of forgot.
All right, you got to make a video. You got to talk about what brought you to the core, what you like about the core, maybe your favorite show, something like that, and then talk about what you would like to see on the core. If there's a certain show you'd like us to be discussing, or if there's some sort of thing that we don't have on it that you're like, I would love to see this person and this person as a part of the core team up together, something like that. You know, it can be a really broad thing. It can just be like, hey, I feel like a member of the Comic Core and I'd like to see this show up. Or it could very simply be you talking about a show that you would like to be a part of. Something like that. I know Chuckload made an amazing video that is on a couple of our channels supporting it. I know I posted it. I think Legend might have posted it. Yeah. But it's like a minute or two long.
That girl was worth $1.50 in 1994.
I was.
I'll even think about it. I'll come up with something funny. It'll be cool. So,
All right.
All right.
and I'll ever think about who I'm gonna choose.
Okay, so with that being said, I got to tell you a little bit of plug the merch. You know, it's the hottest merch in the game. We have to remind everybody that this week from June 19th to the 23rd, all shirts, and if you want us to make you a shirt, we'll put you a shirt up there and whatever, are going to be 35% off. Tees are going to be $13. Hoodies will be $30, and phone cases are going to be $20, and then your pictures are going to be $10. So if you want the king that had it all, the John's Comics and Kids picture right behind you, like your Kingpin, or not Kingpin, who was that? Luke Cage, right? That wasn't Luke Cage that had Notorious B.I.G. But yeah,
Coppermouth or whatever his name was.
Coppermouth. So from the 19th through the 23rd, all shirts are going to be 35% off. Can you dig that? Finish that, Sam.
Sucker.
And then next Saturday night, you have Mary, Kill, and Colossus on the Cat Ren channel. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
Is she still there, or did she leave?
She said, "Be right back."
Oh, sorry. She mad? She upset? Was it the Amy Fisher, Joey Buttafuoco conversation? Damn it!
What are you gonna do?
My knowledge of '90s pop culture.
We never need to look back on that ever again, Chad. Let's keep moving forward.
Where were you? Hey, Carson, where were you when OJ was getting chased?
I was at home watching on my big screen TV. I remember him going in his Bronco, and then he finally, he pulled into this house, ran out of gas, and they got him.
Yeah, that was live on TV over here.
Yeah.
That chase.
That's pretty memorable.
If you guys watch closely and rewind that and get that, there's people that are holding signs up. It says "Go Juice, Go," and right when they go under the bridge, Sam's holding the sign up. It says "Go Juice, Go." It says "Juice is on the loose."
No way, dude.
What's going on, Sam? What's the temperature out there?
Temperature over here is a nice temperature. It's about 74 degrees.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And what's it down under?
It is cold. It's overcast, and it's very cold. It's 15 degrees. So I don't know what that is for you guys, because we're Celsius.
Yeah.
So we're all
Fucking Americans in that.
I know.
Come on.
You call lollies candy. You got everything around the wrong way.
So, like a Reese cup, that's candy, right?
Yeah,
Now, a lollipop is a lollipop.
yeah, a lollipop. Yep, and chocolate is chocolate. I don't know what do you call it? Chocolate. Okay, we have like blocks
We
of
call it chocolate.
chocolate. Okay.
We try to be real sexual about it. Real like passionate of mine is I make
Yeah,
chocolate.
yeah, yeah.
I want to
You
be a
call-
chocolate. I want to
See,
be a
we-
chocolate here.
We have hot chips. You just call them French fries.
Yeah, I don't know why.
What?
Hot chips.
Potato
Yeah,
chips?
we
Versus
Hot
French
chips.
fries.
I mean, what did
Yeah.
the French do? I mean, come on. What did the French do?
They do French fries.
Well, I gotta ask a really dumb
No, no.
question, just because I love the movie so much. What over there? What do they call a quarter pounder with cheese?
A quarter pounder. I don't know. It's always been a quarter pounder.
They don't call it a Royale with cheese.
No.
What about
Yeah.
a Western bacon cheese?
What do you call it? What do you call like a double cheeseburger? I call it a double cheeseburger, motherfucker.
Yeah, double cheeseburger.
It's a Big Mac.
Triple cheeseburger is even better.
Yeah.
So, Cal, so it's your winter now, correct?
Yeah.
It's kind of trying to be summer, but we just get tornadoes and lightning storms every day.
Yeah. We've had a lot of rain. We get a lot of rain here.
Oh,
Just and overcast. We don't get snow where I live. It's just
Are
Once-
you like you're right beside the ocean though, right?
yep, I'm right on the coast. Just in the South Island. South Island's a small island. You know, you can travel the whole island in a day. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's like, and I live in a wee rural town. Like it is small, a small
So
town.
How many people populate?
I'd say about 7,000 people live where I live.
How many people on the island?
Oh, I don't know actually. Probably, I'm just guessing 100,000, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
So
guess.
so your island, everybody could fit in essentially the horseshoe in Ohio State.
Yep, that's right.
That's crazy.
And yeah, and you know, it's a pretty friendly place here. That's why we're all, you know, like I have people knock on my door and they just walk in. And
Oh, that's awesome. So,
Yeah.
Cal, what do you do for a living? Do you mind me asking? Or
me, what
Yeah.
I do for a living? Yeah, so I work with pottery. So I don't know if you have power lines all over in America, but porcelain things that are on power lines, I make those out of
Wow.
porcelain.
that's so cool.
Yeah, so I used to be a glazer, so dip porcelain into big tubs of glaze. And I've just been moved around recently, so I'm in another area. I make the clay now.
So we got it. I have a. This is pretty funny. It says Thomas Wayne says in the chat, "Where's the Australian guy live?"
In Aussie. With all those kangaroos. So New Zealand's got a really New Zealand and Australia have got this rivalry when it comes to sport, like our rugby. Like we're the best in the world at rugby.
Hey, real quick, are you guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah. We're good.
So we hate each other when it comes to sport. You know, New Zealand and Aussie, Kiwis and Aussie. They've always calling us names, and we call them big names. And got to beat them.
Well,
We really like each
the whole town could be lost. Barbarian Kung Fu. This is a little morbid, but he said, so what you're trying to say is if Bon Jovi played a show in your hometown and it sold out and a fire broke out, potentially the whole town could be lost.
It's true.
Do you guys live in Chicago?
No. We're fine.
No. No, okay. Full disclosure. It sounded like there was something going on outside, and I think Mark just scared a couple teenagers off that were trying to break into our garage.
All they would have saw was that
man.
box. It would have been terrifying. You could have played like Hostel. Cat would have she was like, close the door, Mark. Close the door. He would have painted her face real quick, like Penny and came walking in and go, let's play a game.
Oh, look, fresh meat.
And they'd be like, what the fuck did we just get ourselves into?
I'm pretty sure Mark and I scared him off, so it's fine.
They ran.
I love it. The dog's still asleep.
Yeah, the dog is asleep. But we heard it.
What the dog is that?
I was trying to get him to go out, and he just looked at me.
To be fair, he is 15 years old, so he's kind of deaf.
He's getting old.
Poor guy.
He just rolled over and looked at me.
Right into their faces.
Well, guys,
Stretch them off.
I appreciate you guys for joining us. Sam, I hope you come back and you can do some more of this with us. Did you have a good time?
Yeah. I mean, the questions were a little. Some of the questions were a little out there, but I did hang and bang with you guys. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not banging nobody.
Well, that's not quite what that's not what I meant. But okay. Yeah.
Let's Lorraine Bobbitt. Let's talk about that. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. We just wanted to have a blast and talk to Cal. We never get a chance and an opportunity to talk to Cal and Sam one-on-one.
Yeah.
So we wanted to show a little bit of support to our brothers and
Absolutely.
and
I had a ball.
Thank you.
I loved it. It was good fun.
If anybody wants to join us, I'm going to throw the hangout in the chat right now. Boom. And then I'm going to sign off because I know what happens.
Yeah.
Shit's about to get crazy in the off-air. Thomas Wayne, Chris Barrett, if you guys want to join us, jump in there. Anybody, Barbarian Kung Fu. And I think that's all that's left with us.
Off the air.
Off the air, off the rail, time to go. See
All
you.
the
Good night.
craziness.
God bless, and be safe.
Bye.